Good evening. I'm Lily M, and this is my channel, Spirit University. Now, students and tribe, we are at Module 10, which is com self-compassion. And I hope you enjoyed our last class because I enjoyed teaching you. So this is the last class, and the next will be Spiritology 104. We'll be starting with that. And let's see, Spiritology 104. But first, we'll get a review of Spiritology 103, and then we'll get a summation of it. And in the review, it will be more information on things that will stick in your mind as you go over it and study these things, because this is your lifestyle, and this is what you will be working forward to be a spiritual person. And being a spiritual person uh, makes life easier. And it's sort of like a feather to a brick. With spirituality, having that uh, information and knowing what to do, it will make you feel lighter instead of feeling like a brick, because you have the weight of the world on you. The things and techniques that I will give you to help you be more spiritual, that will help you to feel lighter. The weight of the world will not be upon you. You will feel much, much lighter in life. And things won't be so uh, traumatic when it hits you. You will be able to just say, dust yourself off and get it up and keep on going and learn from that. So I'm going to give you 10 points, and I will explain uh, self compassion much more deeper. Uh, and the definition of self compassion is a way of thinking about yourself. It is a way of being or a way of treating yourself. Okay? Uh, let's see. Things that will help and will not help is uh, meditations, that's affectionate breathing, and that's thinking positive things, uh, practicing compassion, uh, not indulging in yourself, uh, alleviation of suffering, and not having self pity on yourself. Don't go down that road. That's not self compassion. Uh, Being kind to yourself. Don't say bad things about yourself when you mess up. Just say, oh, well, I messed up, and learn from that. Okay. Being mindful of who you really are, flaws and all. And let's see, no self blame. Don't blame yourself. And have mindfulness. You know, understand from what has happened and learn from that. Okay. Uh, I will go over this. First, I will go these notes first. Okay, this is 8 tips and techniques to practice self compassion. There are lots of specific exercises available online that will help you practice self compassion that in a way that suits you. Okay, this is number one. Treat yourself as you treat a friend. One good place to start is by thinking about how you would treat others that you care about. So while we can't always take away others' pain, we can validate its existence and provide support to help them get through it and grow in this respect. Okay, let yourself make mistakes. Self kindness and common humanity tap into two separate but related ideas. We're human, but so is everybody else. And B, that's okay. Rather than interpreting our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors as who we are, we can let ourselves off the hook when we might do the same for others. Yeah, we do. If a friend gets lazy and doesn't answer your phone call, you probably won't instantly assume they're a bad person. Give yourself permission to be human once in a while is one way to accept your flaws. And remind yourself that you're not alone in being imperfect. Okay? Let's see here. Number two, care for yourself as you treat others. That's right. Let me turn this slide on. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Okay. Uh, care for yourself as you treat others. Closely related to the previous tip, this is about being understanding and empathetic towards yourself. If a friend is feeling down, hurt, or upset, you might physically put them on the back, or hold their hand. Okay. Let's see. This is ways of tapping into our own caregiving system to release oxytocin, oxytocin, which has beneficial cardiovascular effects, along with tender, forgiving language, even using terms of endearment to yourself like darling or sweetheart. That's good. These gestures can lead us to feeling self kindness, even if you're initially reluctant. Try not to go overboard with the endearing terms. If it feels too hard, of course, becoming more self-aware, aware of yourself. Other techniques relate to being more self-aware and tapping into our self-talk. Yes. Compared to beating ourselves up or beating ourselves up, becoming aware of our internal narratives is a positive starting point for changing our self talk. Okay, try self acceptance. This means embracing your own perceived shortcomings as well as your character strengths. That's very good. Self compassion is about not overinflating these shortcomings into a definition of who we are, rather, thoughts and feelings or behaviors and states. Three, practice mindfulness. Yes. Okay, that's on here. Practice mindfulness. Uh, suggest, let's see, mindfulness practices are a good way to center ourselves in the moment. Not only in it is mindfulness one of self-compassion's core constructs, but a lot of exercises such as yoga, yes, and deep breathing can be used anytime and anywhere, including body scans and a short self-compassion break. That's very good. Try not to judge yourself too quickly. Another tip, let's see, wait. It's easy to assume things like I get really grumpy and antisocial on flights, which sometimes preludes the possibility that you'll act a different way. This is once again about treating yourself as you would others. And yes, a future focused way to give yourself the benefit of the doubt. Yes, you would somebody else will give yourself the benefit of the doubt. Okay, regaining perspective. From here, we can also zoom out to remind ourselves once more that we are connected to others, that we're part of a much bigger picture. Common humanity and adjust our focus accordingly. Here are some example tips. One, let go of the need for outside validation. Yeah, okay. Our negative thinking comes from how others perceive us. If we're beating ourselves up for eating something, for instance, a lot of that self directed anger stems from social pressures. That's true, like the pressure to look at certain way or maintain a certain weight. Choosing not to tie our happiness to our outside influences can thus be an act of self kindness with a much larger knock on effect. If this idea is interesting to you, there's more in this self reliance. Let's see. Two, reaching out to others. This might sound like the opposite of the above, but in fact, this technique is more about placing your feelings in context. When we talk with others, we realize that we're not alone. That's right. And feeling pain at different times is an important part of reaffirming our sense of connectiveness, reframing our perceived problems within the bigger picture, and building social support networks that are invaluably invaluable to well-being. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, okay. This is a guide to help you be more uh, self-compassionate for yourself. Okay. Let's see. To practice the same every single day. Okay. Uh, Purposes that can be used in the moment. Okay. This is 6 sessions. It covers approaches that you can use in the moment, immersive practice, and guided self compassion meditations that draw on theory and its applications. All right. Here's the first one: how to be easier on yourself. Why we often resist showing self compassion. Yeah, that's true. The distinctions between self compassion and self esteem. Dealing with difficult feelings more adaptively and self motivating positively rather than criticizing yourself. Okay? Do these things every single day. Let me see. Mm, okay. Take go yourself. Okay, let's see. Here are some exercises. Okay, the compact exercise and the small exercise that can help you with self compassion every day. Take away self compassion break for individuals to practice anytime. Okay. How would you treat a friend? Which is a writing exercise in empathy, mindfulness, and compassion. You could practice writing that out, maybe in a journal or something like that. Yeah, in a journal or letter. Okay, now let's see here. So that's all of the information right now on self compassion. I will go over the 10 points so you would remember them and have them for the next time that I do the review for you. And until then, study these points. So, next is this, okay? Uh, Components of self kindness, common human humanity versus isolation. Don't isolate this. Mindfulness versus over identification. All right. So, so common humanity, and that's all the 3 points components: self kindness, common humanity versus isolation, and mindfulness versus over identification. Okay. So, I'm gonna give you the 10 uh, points for self compassion, and the first one is this: meditation that helps with self compassion, and practice it, being kind to yourself. Okay. Uh, don't self indulge with the pity party. Uh, Alleviation of suffering. Like I said, uh, the self pity party. That's not good. Uh, Being kind to yourself. Practice that. Being mindful of who you really are and the flaws that you have. Uh, don't blame yourself and practice mindfulness. All right. In conclusion, self compassion is treating yourself the same way you would a good friend or a stranger. Uh, is associated with greater emotional resilience, more accurate self concepts, more caring relationship behavior, as well as less narcissism and reactive anger. This is self compassion. So, in other words, don't beat up on yourself. Uh, Practice meditation when you're getting upset, or deep breathing, just sitting somewhere and deep breathing, breathing in, count of three, 1, 2, 3, out, breathe in, 1, 2, 3, breathe out. This will help you. Okay, so do that. Practice affirmations, every day, you know, say, I'm beautiful. Uh, uh, I'm a great driver. Different things like that. Positive things, not negative things. And This will help you be on your way to being compassionate to yourself. Okay. Uh, let's see. Next is the review, which will, I don't know when, because I am, okay, because I'm trying to recoup from having uh, spasms, and they really knocked me out, uh, make me weak, and I'm recouping from that. And so the view on Spiritology, 103, most likely will be sometime next week or this weekend. And I look forward to giving you this review and starting on Spiritology 104. And I am working on that. And I hope you are looking forward to the class, the next class also. Uh, and I think I probably will start giving you questions so you will test yourself, your knowledge, and see where you are. Okay? So I might do that with Spiritology 104. I'm not sure yet. I will let you know within the review. And thank you so much, students. And thank you, my tribe and my community, for supporting me. And I have missed you all, and I look forward to the next time. So until the next time, take care of yourself and each other. And subscribe and like. Thank you so much. And also, to pass it on. Good night. Thank you for coming.